for Monday the 18th of December, 1 week to Christmas. Welcome to another update from the Force 13 Australia Oceania channel, where the tropical and local weather scene could be about to become more interesting as we head into the Christmas New Year period. Another look at a live webcam, and this was recorded about 3 hours ago. WA Meteorology over there in WA has in place an updated severe weather warning for damaging winds and damaging surf. This is a look at the Himawari 8 rainbow view of Australia's western region. There's also a weak low pressure system to the southeast of Indonesia. Now here's a look at precipitation. For the southwest Pacific region and east coast of Australia. Taking in New Zealand, and this is another look, but taking in the Australian continent. And look at that area in yellow. Coming down from the Banta Sea onto the Northern Territory, Western Australia border region. Could we see a tropical low later this week? Precipitation for the Indian Ocean region. Now we have a look at a couple of models, pressure and wind in knots, and this is out to 280 hours, and this is the GFS model. And when viewing weather models, caution needs to be applied. And looking at this particular model, Could we see a tropical cyclone for Christmas Day? Now here's a look at the Southwest Pacific, and Invest 91p is struggling. And we have a very deep low to the south of WA, and it's expected to drop to 966 millibars. Clockwise winds to within 600 nautical miles of the centre. This is the Canadian model looking at the Australian continent. So there are two models indicating a possible system, band of sea coming down to the east of Java, down close to Darwin and northwest WA. Canadian model look at the Southwest Pacific region. Another satellite view of Australia's western region. And you can definitely see that low pressure system with the spin. And the severe weather warning for damaging winds remains in place for the southwest, south coastal parts of the lower west, southeast coastal and great southern districts. The upper level divergence. And not much going on. There's only about 5 to 10 knots. Wind shear. It was pretty healthy even for that deep low to the south of WA. The shear tendency. A 50 millibar vorticity and areas of interest just to the southeast of Java, and the deep low which is clearly visible near the Margaret River. The A50 correction tropical cyclone formation probability guide, and look at that area in purple. Now we have a look at the Himawari 8 satellite view for the eastern region. The upper level divergence. It looks pretty strong with 30 knots to the north of Vanuatu. Wind shear. A 50 millibar vorticity. I've still got my eyes on the Solomon Islands region and the shear tendency. Now we look at pressure and wind. And this is available the Pivotal Weather website. And look at that. As mentioned earlier, are we going to see a tropical cyclone? Or even two? But the models do change. Now look at the local thunderstorm scene, and starting off with instability, and as I mentioned yesterday, it's New South Wales, and this is out to 24 hours, 10 AM Tuesday. Now we look at the wind factor again, and this is associated with that deep low pressure system. BUI Meteorology also has a marine wind warning in place. Gale warning is current for the Perth local waters, Launceston Coast, Perth Coast, Bunbury, Geograph Coast, Leeuwin, Albany, Esperance and Ikula Coast. That's a gale warning. Now we look at precipitation. Strong wind warning is in place. Melville waters, Pilbara Coast East, West, Nigaloo and Geraldton Coast. Fiji service chart and tropical disturbance or depression 02. Here's a couple of tracks on Invest 91p. And a strong wind warning will be in place for various coastal regions over there in WA Tuesday. Now the latest floaters on Invest 91p, and it looks a mess. Sea surface temperature remains very healthy, 30-31 Celsius.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.co.uk, at your service at any time. You can also find us on YouTube, the channel, search Force 13, all in text, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also find us on Facebook at Force 13, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter, that's the handle to contact us there. You can also add Fool13 on Skype, that's FOOL13, and add extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.